How do you choose the right cabinets for your next project? I'm going to help you sort out that choice in this video using this little infographic I've created. And as with any project, it starts with the iron triangle: scope, schedule, budget. You pick two, the market picks the third, which leads most people to ask, well, what are the classy cabinet materials? And it's complicated because the cabinets that you're looking at here are pretty cheap. They're made out of laminate. And the cabinets that you're looking at here are also made out of laminate. This is a $28 million home. What's interesting about cabinets, you're going to see the same construction materials throughout the cost spectrum. It's actually more about how they're put together than the specific materials or colors that you're using. Now, cabinets are either framed or frameless. Framed cabinets means the box, the carcass, is covered by a face frame. And frameless cabinets, the carcass is covered by the door. With framed cabinets, the door can cover part of the face frame, that's a partial overlay. They can cover the entire face frame, that's a full overlay, or they can actually be inset flush with the plane of the face frame. Alternatively, frameless cabinets are exclusively full overlay. Now, they each have their own advantages and disadvantages, which I'll get into, but just to do an apples to apples comparison of a framed and frameless full overlay cabinet, you can see the frameless are able to achieve a tighter gap between the doors. It's a higher precision required for construction, which is why on the lowest end, cabinets are pretty much exclusively framed, and they have a partial overlay door. They're usually pre-assembled. You get them right off the shelf at the big box store. They're put together with the cheapest construction methods. They might be stapled together, a lot of particle board, fiber board, sometimes wood mixed in with it, but the cheapest hinges and the cheapest drawer slides. That's a basic cabinet. So how do you do better than basic? Well, check out what I like to call semi-custom cabinetry. These can be frameless, they can be framed. They're typically higher quality materials and a more refined design. For example, a lot of people are familiar with IKEA cabinets. You put them together yourself. They're made out of particle board or laminate, but believe it or not, that requires a high degree of precision, and that enables you to have that full overlay door, which comes in handy when you put cabinet boxes together. It helps hide that unsightly seam. The other option for you in the semi-custom space is to go in the opposite direction. You go all wood, no particle board. These have higher quality paint finishes than the basic cabinets and even the frameless options, but also the same premium hinges and drawer slides. This is a really good value at this price point, and this is actually the price point where you'll start to see contractors try to sell these products as if they're a custom solution for you. But what really makes cabinets custom is they're built to fit your specific parallelogram. So a lot of people think their room is a rectangle, and it's typically not. The walls might bow or be out of plumb or level by even a few inches. This is especially a big deal if you take your cabinets all the way up to the ceiling. If you're going with the framed look, the face frames, when they're custom, can be built to hide all of those seams. It enables a unique look with the inset doors. You really only see that in custom cabinetry at the high end. You'll also see it in bathroom vanities, but that's just kind of a one and done item off the shelf. The opposite is full overlay. So you'll see that typically if you're going full overlay, the more expensive, classier version is the frameless full overlay. And the only way to really separate yourself in the segment is to spend a ton of money on materials. This is what I would call ultra premium. They have very large door faces. They're typically made out of MDF because wood expands and contracts. You need something that's going to be stable and flat and precise, and then covered up with an expensive veneer or laminate. If you want to look more closely at this graphic, I put it on my site for free where I show you how to fix every room in your house.